episode of Webe Reptiles. I'm giving you guys a little update on my buddy Skittles. Now remember, the first time you guys seen him, I had him in an enclosure that wasn't proper because Panther Chameleons, and I'm going to rephrase myself again. I made a mistake and called him a veil chameleon. He's not. He is a Panther Chameleon. Veil chameleons don't have that excessive coloring and beautiful coloring. What happened was I used to own a veil chameleon. It was my first chameleon, and that's why I said that. I apologize. But since, you know, that day I got him, I upgraded everything for him. He's got a full screened-in mesh enclosure. Now this is a smaller enclosure because you don't want to give them something really, really big at first because they can get a little, you know, just like beardies, they can get a little overwhelmed and not want to do much. So you give him something small to start with, and as time goes by and he gets bigger, I'll build him a much bigger one. But you can see he's coloring up. He's very happy. Hey, Skittles. So he's doing really well. You know, I got a drip system going on right here for him. You know, because these guys don't drink from still water. They don't drink from like standing water. You know, it can't be like a bowl of water. It has to be moving, and he responds to that movement. You can see it sometimes. It's kind of cute because I'll be sitting there turning the dripper on, and out of nowhere I'll just start seeing like the leaves start getting slapped, and I'm like, what's going on here? I'm like tripping out, going, why is things moving? And I don't realize that it's Skittles in the background hitting the little drops that are coming down with his tongue and hitting the leaves. He's a very exciting guy to have, guys. You know, if you ever get a chance to own one, I suggest you definitely try and catch one. I mean, get one in a good expo or something from a really good breeder, because these guys are so cool. Look at these amazing colors. But let me get back to the enclosure. He has a drip system with a heat light and a UV. Now I have this all wrapped up like this because, you know, it gets bright, and you know, he's in my room, so right next to my bed, and when I wake up I see this bright light, and I keep him in here because the reptile room gets a bit hot, and I don't want him to dry because they usually need a lot more humidity than beardies do. You know, you guys know beardies require a humidity between 15 and 30%, no higher than 30. Try to keep it between 25 if you can. But with these guys, they need like a 50-60% humidity at all times. So misting the cage down and keeping it real moist in there is a very, you know, a big necessity. So also what I did was, at first I tried to get this little feeder dish thing, but it wasn't really working out too well. He wasn't enjoying it. He liked it more when I had a little dish stuffed in the middle of the plant. It's like sitting in the middle of the plant. It's pretty cool because this plant is so thick. The dish just sits there, and he just like walks over it and just nails them. His favorites so far, I've noticed, are the superworms. He loves the superworms. Now, a lot of people were asking me what kind of plant I was using, and I can't. You gotta work. Let me see if I can find the name. Aha. All right, I can probably find it. I got it at Lowe's. Let me see if I can get the name for you guys. No, it's too dark in there. Dang it. All right, I'm gonna have to read it off to you. It's called. Maybe I can show it to you. This is the plant, and it's doing pretty well. I say it would do better if it was in a taller enclosure, so that way it could be further away from the light, because the closer those leaves are to the light, they burn really fast, because this is a very low sunlight, low light plant that lives in a lower type, you know. So now, if I had a bigger enclosure, I think the plant would live longer. But the bottom ones are very, you know, very nice and thriving. Like, you know, these guys are still very green, and it's been in here for over a month now, 2 months now. So, no, it's been a month. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a good plant. It just needs to be in a bigger enclosure so it's not so close to the light. See, the ones that are closer to the light just burn off really fast because the temperatures in there are pretty warm, because my room gets pretty cold, and I wanted to make sure he gets his proper temperatures. But look at him. Look at the beautiful boy. Skittles is such a precious boy. I love this guy, man. He is so cool. Every day changing more and more colors, and he's just awesome. Watching him eat, I'll sit there taking a nap and look over, and he's just like smacks one superworm. I'm like, dang it, I wish I had the camera. But yeah, this is him in his enclosure. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I told you I'd show you an update once I got his new setup, and it's been a while, so figured today I'd give you guys a bunch of videos, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And I will be making him a different enclosure, and when I do, it'll be bigger. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.